Hello, my name is Petur Sigurdsson, Product Director for LS Omni and LS Pay. Let's look at supported PSPs for LS Pay and what's on our roadmap. The first thing we need to establish when we discuss PSP integrations is whether we are integrating from our stationary platforms such as LS-NAV, LS1 and LS First, or whether we are integrating from LS Omni. The reason behind this is that these are normally two different technology stacks, so they require two separate integrations. But please note though that this is not always the case. Sometimes a single integration gives us both stationary and mobile, but in all cases this always depends on the technology framework at the respective PSP. So when we discuss integrations with PSPs, we refer to the terms stationary or mobile, meaning whether we have support for our stationary platforms or whether we have support for LS Omni. With LS Pay, our objective is to support multiple PSPs in all our main market areas, and therefore we have defined a roadmap listing the PSP integrations that we are currently focusing on or will be implementing in the near future. So let's dive in and look at individual regions. If we start off with the Nordics, then we normally divide this region into two parts. We have Iceland, and then we have Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Denmark as a single unit. In Iceland, we have completed our mobile integration with Valitor, so our mobile POS now supports the Ingenico ISMP devices. We are also currently working on our integration with Verifone, where we will support Verifone's new WIM platform, starting with the P400 device for our stationary POSs and the E355 on the mobile side. For Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Denmark, then we have identified PayX, AltaPay, Verifone, and Nets as PSPs that we intend to support. For PayX, we have already built support for both stationary and mobile. And since PayX is an Ingenico dealer, we are supporting the IPP350 on the stationary side and the ISMP devices on the mobile side. For AltaPay, we are working on both the stationary and the mobile support. Now, AltaPay deals in various device brands, so we will support the Ingenico IPP350 on the stationary side and the elegant new all-in-one PAX A920 terminal for our mobile POS. For Verifone, the same applies as for Iceland. We are working on our solution supporting their WIM platform, namely the P400 and the E355 terminals. And please note that PayX, AltaPay, and Verifone all intend to extend their support to the Baltics, meaning that LS Pay will be supported in the Baltic countries when the PSPs are ready. Now, last but not least, we have also identified Nets as a PSP that we intend to integrate with, but we have not yet set a timeline as to when this work will begin. If we turn our attention to the rest of Europe, or that is, Europe minus the Nordics, then we have identified these PSPs as collaborating partners. As explained earlier, we are currently working on our AltaPay integration, both for stationary and mobile, allowing us support for the 35 plus supported European countries by AltaPay. We will then shortly commence our work connecting to WorldPay, and then Verifone, especially in the UK and Germany. Payworks, Adyen, and ACI are all next in line. In the US and Canada, we already have native legacy payment support for both Verifone and Moneris on the LS-NAV platform. And our aim is to replace both those native integrations with our new LS Pay engine. We have already started our work with Verifone, and then Moneris will follow. And note that this is both for our stationary and mobile platforms. Further down the line, we have also identified Adyen, and ACI as possible PSPs for this region. And last but not least, if we look at the APAC area, then we have identified EFT POS as a PSP for Australia, and for other regions, we aim to support WorldPay, as well as the ever-growing Alipay and WeChat Pay platforms. So as you can see, we have defined an ambitious roadmap for LSPay. And our objective is simple. We aim to support multiple PSPs in all our main market areas, giving our customers a choice. Thank you.